What if the secret to raise happy, confident, and well-adjusted children is not just about giving them rules or punishments that they have to completely follow and 100% listening to, but simply about listening to them? Could the key to a brighter future of children just based and follow rely on conversational way? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dưỡng, and the reason that why I present today is because I want to discuss and give my own opinion about the topic. Why should parents listen to kids? So, first of all, let me tell you a story. Okay guys, ladies and gentlemen, the story that I would like to tell you today is a story that my grandmother once told me when I was a kid, when I was young. But I think that it's related to the topic today, that why parents should listen to their children, so I will tell you anyway. Alright, so the story is about Sarah. Sarah is a busy architect who always be in stress and pressure with the deadlines. She has a son named Leo. Leo is a creative voice. He always come up with new ideas and just really effective. But Sarah, always ignore them and think that the way this is just nonsense and just like kids think. One time, she is doing a drawing for an office building. This drawing is intended to enter a competition for architect. She drew it, and when she was drawing, her son Leo kept tugging her sleeve and to show her a picture that he have drawn. They say, "Mom, you have missed one important part in your drawing." You know what Sarah given the artist toward him? She said Leo, is not now. I'm really busy. Can you go away to play yourself? Don't disturbing me. And then Leo is really sad. He put the drawing on Sarah's desk, and she just ignore it. He go away to play, and after Sarah finished her drawing, well, the drawing is technically perfect, but it feels something missing. It feels really cold and uninviting. She feels really stressed, and then she pick up her son drawing. She see a circle, a giant blue circle class in it. She asked Leo, what is this drawing mean? What is this? Leo said Mom, I think that it would be a really ideal one to put a circular glass on the roof, so that when people are sad, they could look on the roof, they see the clouds, and remember that, yay, they could be relaxed, they are free, and something like that. I don't know, but yay. And Sarah think that, wow, I don't think that my son ever looked this creative. And then Sarah threw it in drawing and hand in it to the contest. Yeah, and surprisingly, her drawing got the first place, and she got a medal. She got winning. When people interview her, she said, well, the reason why I got the award today is not because of my ideas, my drawing, but because of my son's ideas. If it wasn't him, it wasn't his ideas, my drawing is just a box. But because of his thinking, his opinions, it's become a sanctuary, a place where people working but still feeling happy and inviting. So guys, the reasons that I tell you this story is not to listen, not to something so much far away, but to say that Well, you see, children have creative sides, have different points, have a lot of colorful opinions. Sometimes adults don't have. In adults, throughout the challenges, their thinking become more logical, and comparing to the kids one is they feel like, well, kids opinions is nonsense, it's really childish, it's not need to focus on. But when they once pick it up and see, they will see that, wow, this is so creative, and if I had listened to them, this would be much more better. And that is one things that why parents should listen to children. Okay, so now let's go to the imagine part. Now, imagine a world where children feel heard and valued, where their opinions, their thinking shape their family environment. Sounds ideal, right? Well, if the world is becoming like this, it will be form and shape every child to be more confident, to have a trust in themselves, improve for their growth, and leading to a successful success for them in the future. Now, let's explain why I say that. So firstly, successful success. Why I say that? Because now, let's compare a child who always listen to whatever their parents say, do not have their own opinions, do not thinking back, or do not being creative and open their mind. Well, I must say that this kind of children is a puppet being under control parent and adult. And in real life, when they meet struggles, they meet the challenge in the harsh environment in real life, they will feel so scared, they feel depressed, and leading to many bad consequences. The next type of children is kids who still listen to parents but have their own opinions. They are willingly, expressly to share their ideas to other people, even if maybe their ideas will be refused, but at least they have their own independence. They have courage to stand for themselves, to stand for the thing that they believe is right. So if I can choose, I would choose the second type one, because I think that those kind of children will be really easy on the path to success. Why? Because when they meet struggle, when they meet the challenge in real life, they have their own opinions, they have their own way to face with it courageously, confidently, and didn't rely on anyone else. So it will making them being stronger, confident, more confident and independent too. Those factors are the important factors that lead into a successful kid. I mean people, type of people. And for the puppet type, the type one that I have said to you, because they always relied on parents saying when I grow up, they still listen to people, and it's more likely just the employees or sometimes the values. So parents listen to kids. I would like to analyze this more about this. Parents listen to kids is not about let the children manipulate the parents, but parents listen to kids is to listen. Calm down, take it easy, being respectful, appreciate the opinions that children are given, listen to it. If they are right, encourage them and accompany with them to achieve the things that I have taught. If it's not right, if it is wrong, still listen. Yeah, still listen, but explain it gently to them that why it is wrong, just like a discussion between people. And throughout this way, children would be more confident and trusting in themselves, because they know that they have the right to stand up for themselves. They know that they have to they can show off their feelings, their opinions about the words around them. They have the right to involve in their own life not being manipulated by other people. Okay, so throughout this speech, I hope that somehow parents or people who are adults will have a different view on listening to children, will be more open-minded, listen more to and respect more to children. Because if you listen to children, they would be a successful factor to the society. But if you're not, they would just a puppet. So overall, I really glad that you are still patient to this time to listen to my opinion and my discussion about why parents should listen to children. And honestly, I'm really glad and really it's a pleasure for me. So thank you for listening and goodbye. See you next discussion.